and welcome to the Admissions and Delivery Unit of University Hospital Waterford Maternity Services. My name is Lorraine and I am one of the Clinical Midwifery Managers. We are delighted to welcome you to our unit where we strive to provide you and your birthing partner with compassionate, high-quality care that meets your individual needs and wishes. Mums and babies are at the heart of everything we do here, so we are confident we can offer you the service you want for you and your baby and your partner. I will now take you on a tour of our unit. We have 2 admissions rooms, 3 fetal assessment beds, 4 birthing rooms, 1 delivery theatre and recovery room. This is our admissions room where we will welcome you and introduce ourselves. You may have already rung ahead and spoken to one of our midwives, and we encourage you to do so, and for all women to ring ahead, as it provides you with reassurance and support, and it allows us to triage our admissions effectively. The monitoring equipment helps us to establish how you and your baby are doing. We monitor your baby for approximately 20 minutes and listen as you tell us why you have come to our unit. Depending on this assessment and your birth preferences, you may require an internal vaginal examination to determine if you are in established labour. If you are in established labour, we will escort you to the birthing room with your partner. If you are not in established labour, we will discuss 2 options with you. You may go home to return at a later time if you are comfortable to do so, and if your pregnancy is low risk. You may go to the antenatal ward until your contractions are more established, and we will continue to support and reassure you. We have 4 birthing rooms. This is our home from home room, but all of our birthing rooms contain similar equipment. We have a woman-centred approach in our unit where you will be very much involved with your birthing partner in the decision-making process. And if we have not already discussed with you your birth preferences, we will do so now. As midwives, we will support and encourage you to listen and to trust your body. We will encourage you to remain as active as possible throughout your birthing journey, and we have many supports to aid and assist you and your partner to achieve this, such as the birthing ball, the peanut ball, the birthing couch, the birthing mats, delivery bed, which facilitates different positions, the birthing stool, use of water, the shower and the bathtub, mental relaxation using water, music and mood light, aromatherapy diffuser and hypnobirthing, and adoption of different labouring positions to achieve optimal fetal position, use of TENS, use of Entonox. We also have a 24-hour epidural service which is available should you request it. You will be assigned a designated midwife who will be with you throughout your birthing journey. And this midwife will be a constant active guide throughout your birth, providing emotional, physical and professional support. And this support will be on your terms as every labour is unique to each individual. We strive to provide a trusting, supportive relationship in which every woman is seen and heard to achieve the birth that they desire safely. During labour, monitoring of your baby may be intermittent auscultation or continuous monitoring. Continuous monitoring does not mean that you can't move around. This is still possible with some modifications to your range of movement. And if for any reason your birthing journey results in the need for a cesarean section, you will be fully involved with your partner in the decision-making process. Our delivery theatre is located just across from the birthing rooms, and your partner can accompany you on this journey. The second phase, the birthing phase, is mum-led with encouragement and support from your midwife. We will adopt many alternative positions during your birthing phase to facilitate your baby's descent through the birth canal. And these positions include sideline, all fours, upright, semi-recumbent, squatting and the use of our birth stool. The third stage of labour involves delayed cord clamping, and according to your birth preferences, it may be physiological or active third stage of management of the placenta. Uninterrupted skin to skin is supported for a minimum of 1 hour, and we will support and initiate breastfeeding when you are ready. And finally, we thank you and your partner for allowing us to be present at this important moment in your lives, and we wish you happiness on this special journey.
The Domino Service is a midwifery-led service that has been up and running in the University Hospital Waterford for many years. We are a team of 5 midwives and we look after women who have low-risk pregnancies. Our aim is to work in partnership with you and your family to promote a healthy-based approach to your pregnancy. We look after you throughout your pregnancy from the booking visit at 12 weeks right up until 5 days after your baby is born. We provide antenatal care both in hospital and in 2 outreach clinics in the city. Because we are a small team, you will get to know the midwives providing your care. Our appointments are flexible and can be made to work around you and your family. Each appointment is roughly 30 minutes long with a minimum waiting time. We also look after you during your labour, whether it's in the hospital or in the home for a planned home birth. And we can provide an early discharge home service which provides postnatal care in the comfort of your own home. Should your pregnancy become higher risk at any stage, we can refer you onto our obstetric team in the hospital. We look forward to welcoming you into our care.
Hello, my name is Mary Frisby and I'm the perinatal mental health midwife at University Hospital Waterford. I provide care and support for women with mild to moderate mental health issues. I also work within a referral pathway for women with moderate to severe mental health issues who require rapid specialist interventions from other clinicians within the specialist team. When you come to see me, you're given the opportunity to discuss any anxieties or concerns that you may have in relation to your mental health in a confidential, private and comfortable environment. This assessment is to allow the practitioner and the client to jointly form any specific care pathways that may be needed to assist, to improve or to smooth their journey throughout their pregnancy and into the postnatal period.
Hi and welcome to the neonatal unit in University Hospital Waterford. Here in UHW we take babies from 28 weeks onwards, and so if your baby has to come to us for any reason after birth, they could be here for a few days or for longer. During that time we're part of a dedicated team here of nurses and doctors and physiotherapists, dietitians, lots of other people who will all help you on your journey to get your baby home. We encourage family-centred care here at all times where it's possible. So we encourage parents to visit and we encourage them to participate in baby care.
Gestational diabetes is one of the most common health problems that can happen during pregnancy. It affects as many as 12% of pregnancies in Ireland and can lead to serious problems for both mum and baby. Certain women are at higher risk of developing gestational diabetes. For example, if you are overweight, if you have a family member with diabetes, if you had gestational diabetes in a previous pregnancy, or depending on your ethnic background. If you are at risk, you will receive a blood test for gestational diabetes between 24 and 28 weeks of pregnancy. If you are diagnosed, there are day-to-day changes you can make to stay healthy. How much exercise you get and what kind of food you eat can have important effects on your health and your baby's health. But what happens when you have gestational diabetes, and how can diet and exercise help? Food and drinks are broken down in your digestive system. The sugar they contain is absorbed into your bloodstream. But sugar needs insulin to work. Insulin is made by the pancreas and helps sugar get into your cells. Insulin acts like a key that lets the sugar move from the bloodstream into the cells of your body, where it is used for energy. Pregnancy hormones change the way insulin works in your body. In the later stages of pregnancy, these changes make it difficult for insulin to unlock the cells and allow the sugar to enter. This is what is known as insulin resistance. Some insulin resistance is normal in pregnancy, but this means that your pancreas needs to work extra hard to keep blood sugar levels in a healthy range. When you have gestational diabetes, your pancreas is not able to keep up. As a result, too much sugar is left in the blood. However, a carefully planned diet with high-fibre carbohydrates and no added sugar can make it easier for your body to manage the sugar in your blood. Exercise will also help keep blood sugar low, as it improves insulin's ability to unlock the cells and uses up sugar for energy. If blood sugar is controlled, your chances of a healthy pregnancy are the same as a non-diabetic mum. This makes diet and exercise powerful tools for a healthy pregnancy. However, if blood sugar is not well controlled, this can lead to problems in both mum and baby. In a study of 23,000 pregnant women around the world, researchers found a link between high blood sugar in mum and babies that had grown too big. Researchers also found a link between high blood sugar and preeclampsia, premature delivery, need for caesarean section, birth injury, and abnormal sugar control in baby. Diabetes during pregnancy can also put you and your baby at risk for problems later in life, including type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But there are actions you can take. Changes in diet and exercise, combined with close monitoring, can successfully manage blood sugar in 7 out of 10 pregnancies. So no better time to start than now. To learn more about Irish research on maternal and newborn health, you can visit the HRB Mother and Baby Clinical Trial Network's website.
name is Sinead Thompson and I'm a community midwife at the National Maternity Hospital. I designed and created Labour Hopscotch in 2015 in response to an increase in the epidural rates and also in medical interventions during labour and birth. The principle of Labour Hopscotch is to encourage optimal fetal positioning. This means having your baby's head in the optimum position, lined up so it can descend into the pelvis in the optimum position for labour. When this happens, it triggers the spontaneous onset of labour. When women go into spontaneous labour, it's less likely that they'll need induction, and that means that there'll hopefully be less intervention in their births. The Labour Hopscotch framework aims to support and promote natural and active labour. It is encouraged for all women, regardless of the care pathway that they choose for their birth, but encourages more natural methods of pain relief where possible, for as long as possible in labour. Using the idea of the game Hopscotch we all played years ago, each of the steps can be undertaken to remain active during labour. The process can start at home, beginning at the bottom of the Hopscotch board when you're more active and mobile. The bottom square of the Labour Hopscotch is called the mobilised square, and it aims at promoting optimal fetal position. There are 4 activities associated with this step, and it's important that these 4 positions are practiced throughout the antenatal period in preparation for your labour. Your midwife will explain the positions to you during your pregnancy. Our research findings, which we published in 2019 in our research study, showed that women who practiced Labour Hopscotch had reduced epidural rates, reduced the caesarean section rates, increased spontaneous onset of labour and vaginal deliveries, and most of all, there was an increase in birth satisfaction rates. Having a positive birthing experience makes a smoother transition to parenthood.
feeding is a method of bottle feeding a baby which is designed to mimic
breastfeeding.
Paced bottle feeding allows the baby to control how much milk they drink. The baby paces the feed by coordinating the suck-swallow cycle and having breaks, like we all do when we're eating and drinking a meal. The first step you will notice me doing is how I hold the baby. The baby is held in an upright position, either in the crook of my arm or by supporting the baby's head. Sometimes a stool can be very comfortable for your feet. Then I start by stimulating the baby by rubbing the cheek or rubbing the top of the bottle against the baby's lip. This will encourage the baby to open its mouth. The bottle is then placed in the baby's mouth. You will notice that I'm holding that bottle horizontally so that the teeth is half full with milk. Some parents may worry about the baby digesting air and experiencing wind, but the air actually flows in and out through the bottle. If a baby gulps a bottle too fast with no rest periods, they may experience a lot more wind. Always allow for rest periods during a feed to allow a baby burp. As the baby is in control of the feed, you will notice that the baby is able to control the suck and swallow. Paced bottle feeding works for all babies who are being breastfed as well. More information is available on mychild.ie, and I am available to support you during your feeding journey with your baby and look forward to meeting you during your pregnancy and after the birth. Thank you.
To change your baby's nappy, use water and cotton wool balls. You will open the nappy and stick the sticky labels down so that the nappy won't get caught up in itself. The picture always goes to the front with the yellow stripe down, and this yellow stripe turns blue in the presence of wee. Sometimes it's difficult to tell if the baby has passed urine. Open the nappy, raise your baby's bum by holding both ankles, lifting gently in an upward position. For baby girls, it's very important that you wipe from front to back to avoid introducing infection. Also that you clean thoroughly in and around the creases and folds. For baby boys, it's important that you lift the scrotum and clean all areas thoroughly. Point the penis downwards before applying a new nappy. Wrap everything up in the soiled nappy and place the clean nappy underneath. The plain side of the nappy is always to the back and the picture goes to the front. Until the umbilical cord falls off, fold the nappy underneath the cord to allow air to circulate and dry the area. Place the soiled nappy in a nappy sack if desired and dispose of it in the general household waste. Wash hands thoroughly. Reusable nappies are a more environmentally friendly option, so use whichever option will work best for you and your family. Now I'm going to show you how to clean the cord. It typically takes 7 to 10 days for the umbilical clamp to dry up and fall off. During this time it is important to clean the cord daily or more often if it becomes visibly soiled. Wash your hands and using cotton wool and cool boiled water, wipe in a circular direction all around the stump. Repeat as necessary, being careful not to draw any discharge around the stump. It is normal for the skin to become a little pink around the stump, also to have a slight odour before the clamp falls off. If the area becomes very red and if it becomes hot to touch or very smelly, bring your baby to the GP for review. Hello, my name is Grace Walsh and I'm going to go through how to clean your baby's eyes. What we would use is cool boiled water. Boil up the kettle, let the water cool right down, and this water then is sterile. What we would do here is break up a ball of cotton wool into smaller pieces. Dip the cotton wool bit into the water and clean from the inside out and discard. Little bit of cotton wool again. You may have to go over the same eye twice or 3 times if there's a little bit of stickiness or sleep dust in it, and then just from the inside out, zigzag up along the lash line, wipe and discard. That just prevents bringing infection or any stickiness over to the other eye. And same from the other side, from the inside out and discard. It is normal for sleep to build up in a baby's eye. However, if the eye becomes red or if the discharge becomes green or offensive, despite a thorough clean, bring the baby to the GP for review.
Nice. So in terms of bathing your newborn baby, once a week is probably loads, maybe twice a week, depending on what you wish to do yourself. It's not necessary to do it very often. It actually dries out their skin quite a bit. Until you get used to bathing your baby, it's good to have 2 of you here, so 2 adults, just in terms of safety until you get used to handling your baby. So we do it in 2 phases. We do the head first. So what I've done here is taken off my baby's clothes, just left his nappy on and wrapped them up nice and snug in a towel. So in terms of transporting them over to the bath, what we're doing is just putting a hand under their head and their neck, supporting them really well. Bring them over your bath water. In terms of bath water, we say to add the cool water in first and then in the warm. Swish it around really well, swirl it around, and this is just plain water at this point. You can get thermometers for the bath. It should be about 37 degrees, or else alternatively just dip in your elbow. Make sure that it's not too hot. Okay. So in terms of bathing your baby's face, cotton wool and plain water is perfect. Giving them the good little rub around their face, in around their ears, in around their neck, anywhere that the milk can gather. Okay. You can use your sponge or your face cloth and just do their hair. So a couple of runs around the hair and get them nice and clean. So you can use a second towel, transport them back over to your surface using a second towel, dry off their hair. Okay, and when they're nice and dry, then you can take off the nappy. Just fold your tabs down just to protect your skin. Bring it down here. And in terms of moving your baby over, again, one hand in around the neck and one hand around their outermost thighs. That keeps them nice and secure. So when you're moving them around the place, when you're moving them around the kitchen, it's nice and secure. So when you put them into the bath, just put feet in first, right down at the end of the bath. So if you are on your own, you can just swish the water gently over them. If you feel more confident to hold the baby with 2 hands, you can hold them like this, and your partner or whoever's with you, they can do the little cleaning. But I suppose it's just important to get in around their creases, get them nice and clean. Again, turn them over like this, one hand supporting their neck, and just a quick little clean around on their back and their bum, and then again out onto your nice dry surface into the warm towel. And at this stage you're usually crying, so it's nice to do a little bit of skin to skin and a little bit of cuddle time while we dry them off and settle them down again.